Good afternoon. Welcome to this urgent Leader of the Council's Cabinet Member meeting, Thursday the 24th of February at 1 o'clock. So we're in the Council chamber. We'll move straight to the agenda, which is apologies. Do we have any apologies? I suppose Councillor Webb should be noted. Anybody else? The other group leaders have been informed of the meeting, and did they express any intention to attend or not?
Yeah, that's correct, Chair. No, I don't. I believe none of them are planning to attend this afternoon.
Okay, thank you. So, item 2 is identification of urgent items to which call-in will not apply, and yes, this comes under that category, I guess.
Yeah, that's correct, Chair. This doesn't constitute a key decision, so by definition, it wouldn't be subject to call-in anyway.
Okay, thank you. Any declarations of interest? I don't think there are any. We have some minutes of a meeting held on the 11th of October, a previous urgent leader item, I suppose. Are we okay with them? Councillor Barker, you've seen those, yeah? Thank you. Okay, so we move to the one item on the agenda, the urgent decision under contract and financial procedure matters, the Rough Sleepers Initiative grant application. And I'm guessing you're here for this, sir.
I am indeed. Thank you for seeing me. So apologies for it coming as an urgent item. This is due to the time frames of when the government announce bids to be expressed, which was the 20th of January, with a submission date of the 25th of February, which is tomorrow for our submission, if approved. During that period, we do collaborative working with DLUC, existing grantee providers, to ensure that we can carry on and plan for our delivery for the forthcoming years. There's a slight difference to the previous years. This is the Rough Sleeper Initiative 5 round of bidding. Previously, it has been on a yearly basis, with the government's objectives of being able to, from 2018, their statement was to reduce rough sleeping by 2022 by half. Significantly, that has happened in Derby, which is a very positive outcome for the Rough Sleeping Initiative programme that has been running here. It is only today that the count from autumn last year has been released. It's been under embargo before. So Derby has registered an estimated count of 11 rough sleepers on one night being seen, which is significantly reduced from back in 2014, where it was 47. So this is evidence of this system working within Derby. The difference this year is that we're bidding for 3 years' worth of money, whereas previously it's been year one at a time and right the way through. So attached is a report that highlights the funds that we want to apply for through RSI 5 on behalf of the Council to be delivered by Derby Homes. And is a series of initiatives that is to tackle rough sleeping and homelessness within Derby. And those are listed in the Excel spreadsheet which I've attached, which is Appendix 2. Would you like me to pick out any particular bits at all, Chair?
No, I mean, those figures are obviously very encouraging, and there's an awful lot better than but I think it's fair to say we're slightly disappointed with that, because we had, of those 11 that were seen to be sleeping rough, a number of those had accommodation identified for them, and they were choosing to sleep in rough rather than in the accommodation provided. So I'm sure there's in this strategy we're looking at ways of dealing with that. Did you want to say anything in relation to that? It's
a very challenging point that you've raised, Chair, and rough sleeping is not necessarily a choice. Sometimes it's a system issue, but a lot of our customers have very complex lifestyles, and the rough sleeping community is somewhat of a family to them. So albeit that we have a variety of very successful housing pathways, we still see some people choosing on occasion to rough sleep. And it's something that they do, and it's part of their makeup. That's why we have got lots of counselling sessions that's built into this funding, trauma-enforced counselling sessions. Dedicated social worker is in this bid that we have through the council yourselves. Strong safeguarding leads. To all of it is to be focused around. Additionally as well, the funding is going to allow us to do education, training, and seeking employment is a key part of this bid as well for us to be able to achieve.
Okay, so I guess we welcome the opportunity to bid for 3 years rather than one, to give you consistency in funding. I know we've just been awarded another amount on Monday, I think, which we've yet to formally agree to accept, but I'm sure we will. But it's only yesterday in a meeting and we were talking about the need to have the opportunity for some of these funds to bid on a longer scale, to be able to plan and work with what we want to do.
And as you'll see, Chair, as well, there is a decrease in the funding over the 3 years, which is a target of DLUC for us to be able to reduce some of those initiatives. But also the key thing for me in this is that what we're bidding for in year 1 and 2 is like for like, but we want to actually flex and change because our outreach work does need to continue, but our numbers are lower. So our in-reach and our upstreaming work needs to intensify. So what I mean by that is we want to try and plug the gap to we need to understand greater what are the systems that break down why people end up turning to the street. And that will just work hand in glove with our Housing Options Department.
Okay, so unless there's anything to add, or Simon, did you want to add anything? Councillor Barker? I'm perfectly content to make the application. I think it absolutely makes sense. It would be a no-brainer not to. And if you would, in the meantime, pass on my thanks for the team for the work that's done. It is much appreciated. And I think we've been held up as an exemplar already. And we're pathfinders in this. So great work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. DLUC are extremely positive about our prospects for being successful with the bid. I met with them yesterday and they are absolutely in favour of our proposals. And as you say, Chair, Derby has got a very good positive light shone on it for the work that is being done around addressing the issues around rough sleeping.
Brilliant. So there's 2 recommendations to formally note in the report, 2.1 and 2.2, which I'm perfectly happy to agree. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think that concludes the meeting. Thank you.